The 59-year-old Sarah Jessica Parker embraces her natural aging, just like her mother did. Wishing Sarah Jessica Parker a happy birthday. The television producer and actress from America turns 59 today. The well-known actress, who yet maintains an attractive and young appearance, spoke candidly on aging and her coping mechanisms in January 2023. The thought of growing older and losing their young appearance might be frightening to a lot of people. Furthermore, a lot of businesses make this worry worse by portraying their models as young people with perfect skin. Parker collaborated with Vogue to discuss her opinions on aging in response to this. She talked about how she keeps her skin looking healthy during the conversation. She made clear that she preferred a simple strategy for aging that gives her self-assurance and ignores criticism from others. Parker has always been under public scrutiny because she is a well-known person. She thinks it strange that other people care more about her appearance than she does, because she has never been one to worry over every imperfection in her appearance. Parker has seen others fuss over small flaws and get fixated on them as they have gotten older, but she doesn't care about the noise. Parker has grown older and has come to value comfort over looks, a perspective that others around her don't always share. Parker provides 2 tips for maintaining good skin. The Hocus Pocus star, however, was completely unaware of the reason for the hubbub. As Parker grew older, she began to value comfort over looks, a viewpoint that others around her did not always share. Parker, Sarah Jessica disclosed her skincare routine and the aging process. Parker has made the decision to show off her flaws. The actress states that coloring her hair takes up too much of her time, so she chooses not to do it. In addition, the Honeymoon in Vegas star stated that when she's not working, she prefers to keep her skin unmade. She was annoyed by the sexist remarks made about women's appearances, especially in relation to gray hair. Parker's desire to keep her complexion clear offset makes perfect sense, considering the long hours performers put in and the thick makeup they frequently wear. She also mentioned how much she enjoyed not wearing makeup, saying, "When I'm not working, I try not to wear makeup because it lets my skin breathe. The second reason is that when I'm not wearing makeup, I feel like myself much more." Parker provides 2 tips for maintaining good skin. She advises against picking at flaws and defects first. Rather, she uses topical treatments and emphasizes the value of simplicity by completing her regimen with vitamins and a nutritious diet. She never overspends on merchandise. In November 2021, Parker talked openly about growing older and having gray hair in an interview with Vogue. She was annoyed by the sexist remarks made about women's appearances, especially in relation to gray hair. Parker brought up the issue of the double standard, pointing out that although women are scrutinized, males like Andy Cohen are praised for their gray hair, in particular via social media. "Everyone has something to say," she said, drawing attention to the constant criticism women receive for having wrinkles and other flaws. Parker declared that she accepted her image in spite of the pressure, saying, "I know what I look like. I am at a loss on what to do. How am I going to handle this? Put an end to aging? Vanish?" Her determination to accept her own self and reject society's demands for perfection is evident in the things she says. Like her mother, Sarah Jessica Parker is natural and gorgeous. She talks about the criticism she faces. Parker acknowledged that although a lot of people compliment her for leaving her hair in its natural gray, she doesn't color it because it's a pain all the time. Many applauded Parker's choice to not dye her hair after a picture of her with gray hair became highly popular online. Parker said there had been a lengthy run of people complimenting her for having the guts to embrace her gray hair. She acknowledged that she had the impulse to give that acclaim to someone else. She claimed that it was simply too hard for her to dedicate the necessary time to keeping her base color every 2 weeks. She made it clear that she didn't give it enough priority. But the seasoned actress's gray hair hasn't always been praised. She received a lot of backlash for revealing her age. A YouTuber made the comment, "56? She seems older than my 80-year-old grandmother." "That photo does make her look like she's 70 though," said someone else. A person on Twitter said, "I don't understand how Sarah Jessica Parker is a spokesperson for a hair dye when she always has the worst roots ever." Parker sees wrinkles and gray hair as signs of wisdom and experience, rather than something to make fun of, even if she has received backlash for flaunting her age. She accepts that aging is unavoidable and out of her control and views her wrinkles as proof of her skill in her field. Parker is one of 8 children from a low-income family. Her father, Stephen Parker, was a journalist and writer, and her mother, Barbara Forst, was a nursery school teacher. Forst, like her daughter, didn't mind having her hair gray in public. The 8-year-old mother made several appearances with her daughter, showcasing her natural hair color. Sarah Jessica Parker has obviously learned a few things from her mother about being herself and accepting of her gray areas in spite of negative feedback. Sarah Jessica Parker was born in Nelsonville, Ohio, on March 25, 1965. She gained widespread recognition for her role as Carrie Bradshaw in the sitcom Sex and the City. Parker was raised in poverty and has periodically discussed how her family dealt with it, including specifics about her childhood. The Failure to Launch alumna talked about how her family struggled to celebrate Christmas and ran out of money to pay for necessities like electricity in a 2017 interview. She wouldn't alter a thing, though, since her modest upbringing taught her important things. After 26 years of blissful marriage, Parker and Broderick are proud parents of 3 kids. Parker, at 58, is a well-known media figure, a devoted wife, and the mother of 3 children. The 50-year-old celebrity's gorgeous appearance earned her the title of Jordache Face in 2015. However, over time, people's opinions on Parker's appearance and looks have changed despite her notoriety and advanced age, taking backfire on her appearance criticism. Parker has frequently been the target of criticism from the internet community, with people making derogatory comments about her appearance and manner of dressed. Someone called her old horse face, and someone other said she looked so old. Her resemblance to a horse was commented upon by a third user, who meant their remark as a loving tribute to New York's self-proclaimed aging fashion icon. Another commenter claimed to be Peter Griffin from Family Guy, expressing disinterest in Parker and questioning the attraction with her. They let Sarah Jessica Parker's face on TV, and she looks like a foot. When Parker's footage from filming an episode of the comedy drama, And Just Like That, appeared on Facebook, others also started trolling her. One user commented, "She looks homeless. She appears to be destitute." Another person expressed the opinion that her peculiar fashion choices were no longer cute. Parker was dubbed the world's most unattractive lady by Maxim magazine in 2007. Despite her prominent part in the television series Sex and the City, the journal defined her as the least sexy woman in a group of very unsexy women. Other outlets covered the list of the ugliest women after the news stirred up controversy and interest. Advertisers were after Parker because of her prominent profile and lucrative profession, but the negative term had a negative effect on her. Subsequently, the actress from Hocus Pocus talked about the painful consequences of being chosen as the least attractive woman alive. Her admitted that both her and her spouse, Matthew Broderick, were impacted by the news. Parker bemoaned her dissatisfaction and asked what standards were being applied to her lack of sexiness. She emphasized the contradiction between her self-worth and the opinions of men's magazines, as well as her genuine appearance, and she opposed adhering to particular ideals and standards. Parker took solace in her prosperous job, rich advertising deals, solid marriage to her husband, and stable finances despite the criticism. She realized that she would never be able to win over everyone, so instead of concentrating on the criticism, she concentrated on her successes. In addition to insulting remarks, Parker has accumulated positive feedback from her devoted followers. Even though she appeared wrinkled and aged, one Twitter user thought she was gorgeous and wanted to hang out with her. Even though someone else thought she looked like an old horse, they still thought she was ideal. The actress received additional appreciation from Facebook users, one of which wrote, "Sarah Jessica Parker is very lovely. Natural splendor." Another online user said, "She is really lovely and sophisticated. I adore her that much." Thanks to her wonderful hubby, Parker seemed to be completely unaffected by the differing opinions about her appearance. Her brother Pippin described in a 1996 interview how meeting Broderick made a positive impact in her life and allowed her to finally take a break. He also mentioned how talented and homely his sister was as a cook. Parker liked to sleep in and then go out with her then-beau for a late breakfast at a nearby cafe during her free time, especially when working on movies like First Wives Club, How to Succeed, Tim Burton's Mars Attacks, and Extreme Measures. Thinking back on her connection with Broderick during that period, she revealed, "He's quite likely the funniest person I've ever met." Parker stressed that the pair had no immediate plans to get married and underlined that the pregnancy rumors were untrue. Praise for Broderick from her continued, "He's so attractive and smart. He's the most attractive man I've ever seen, in my opinion. He also motivates me. I'm completely smitten with him." Apart from showing his affection for her spouse, Parker has said it on multiple occasions. Broderick, who was employed on Broadway, described his wife as wonderful and easy, and expressed how happy he was to have her on the show. Broderick said, "I knew Parker was the one for me when I first saw her walking down the street, completely enthralled by her ageless beauty, during an appearance on Andy Cohen's show in April 2022. The chronology of Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick's relationship. Initial consultation. After 26 years of blissful marriage, Parker and Broderick are proud parents of 3 kids. When Parker's brothers introduced them through the Naked Angels Theater Company, where Broderick was directing a production, they met for the first time in November 1991. Broderick was the one who struck up their first conversation with one another, leaving a sweet message asking Parker out. For the first time, sharing the stage. After their romance developed, they appeared together on Broadway for the first time in the 1996 production of How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. Parker was full of compliments for Broderick, calling him the most attractive and funny man she had ever met. Swapping vows. The pair got married on May 19, 1997, at the Angel Orenson Synagogue in New York City, shocking their guests by having a wedding that looked like a party. Parker defied convention by donning a black outfit as opposed to the traditional white gown. Accepting fatherhood. On October 28, 2002, Broderick's first kid, James Wilk, was born. He was named after Broderick's late father. Then, after experiencing difficulties with their fertility, on June 22, 2009, they received twin girls, Marion and Tabitha, via surrogacy. Parker and Broderick have commemorated life achievements as a couple. On May 19, 2017, they celebrated their 20th anniversary, and Parker shared a touching tribute on Instagram. Going back to Broadway. In February 2020, the couple made a comeback to the Broadway stage together for the pre-run of Plaza Suite. But the pandemic delayed their plans for a full Broadway run. Acknowledging one another, Parker and Broderick conveyed in interviews how much they loved and appreciated one another. In response to a question regarding the secret to a happy marriage, Broderick expressed his appreciation and love for Parker. He added that he cherished his wife's insight and sense of humor. However, Parker has recounted stories of their early relationship and the moment she realized Broderick was her true love. In February 2022, she appeared on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen and spoke about her romance and special kisses. Parker revealed that their kiss occurred twice, one outside an apartment block and the other as she was leaving for a tube stop. In a hilarious turn of events, she revealed that just prior to the second kiss, she had spit out a Ricola onto her gloved hand, leaving an impression. The most recent time Parker and Broderick celebrated their 26th wedding anniversary was on May 20, 2023. In a heartfelt statement, Parker expressed her gratitude and excitement for their enduring love. The marriage of the couple is evidence of their enduring love and dedication to one another. Sarah Jessica Parker, born on March 25, 1965, is an American actress and television producer. She has received numerous awards, including 6 Golden Globe Awards and 2 Primetime Emmy Awards. In 2022, Time magazine recognized her as one of the 100 most influential people globally. Famously known for her portrayal of Carrie Bradshaw in the HBO series Sex and the City, 1998 to 2004, Parker earned critical acclaim, winning 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, 4 Golden Globe Awards, and 3 Screen Actors Guild Awards for her role. Carrie Bradshaw became an iconic character in American television history. Parker reprised this role in the films Sex and the City, 2008, Sex and the City 2, 2010, and the revival series And Just Like That, 2021 present. Parker's career began early, making her Broadway debut at the age of 11 in The Innocents revival, 1976. She later starred as Annie in the Broadway musical in 1979. Transitioning to film, Parker appeared in notable works such as Footloose, 1984, Firstborn, 1984, The Lay Story, 1991, Honeymoon in Vegas, 1992, and Hocus Pocus, 1993, among others. Returning to television in 2012, Parker appeared in the Fox series Glee and later starred in the HBO series Divorce, 2016 to 2019. Additionally, since 2005, she has managed her production company, Pretty Matches, producing content for various networks, including HBO. Sarah Jessica Parker was born in Nelsonville, Ohio, to Barbara Parker and Stephen Parker. Her upbringing was marked by financial struggles after her parents' divorce when she was young. Despite hardships, Parker's parents encouraged her artistic pursuits and cultural enrichment. She received training in singing and ballet, leading to roles in Broadway productions. The family moved several times to support Parker's career, settling in Englewood, New Jersey, where she attended Dwight Morrow High School. She pursued further education at institutions such as the School of American Ballet and Hollywood High School. Parker, along with 4 siblings, appeared in a production of The Sound of Music at the Outdoor Municipal Theater, Muni, in St. Louis, Missouri. She was chosen for a role in the Broadway musical Annie from 1977 to 1981, initially playing July before later taking over the lead role as the Depression-era orphan in March 1979. Parker held this position for a year. In 1982, she landed the lead role in the CBS sitcom Square Pegs, which lasted only 1 season. Despite the show's short run, Parker's portrayal of a shy teen with hidden depths was praised by critics. Over the next 3 years, Parker appeared in several films, notably starring in Footloose, 1984, and Girls Just Want to Have Fun, 1985, alongside Helen Hunt. She also appeared in Flight of the Navigator, 1986, a Disney science fiction film. In the romantic comedy A Love Story, 1991, Parker played a ditzy-aspiring spokesmodel opposite a television meteorologist, earning positive reviews for both the film and her performance. She continued her success with roles in Honeymoon in Vegas, 1992, alongside Nicolas Cage, and as one of the witches in Hocus Pocus, 1993, alongside Bette Midler and Kathy Najimy. Hocus Pocus gained a cult following despite mixed initial reviews. Parker also appeared in Striking Distance, 1993, opposite Bruce Willis, and in Ed Wood, 1994, opposite Johnny Depp. Throughout the mid-1990s, Parker continued to work in a variety of films, including Mars Attacks, 1996, The First Wives Club, 1996, and Miami Rhapsody, 1995. She also appeared in off-Broadway productions such as Sylvia, alongside her future husband, Matthew Broderick. Parker's most notable television role came in 1998 when she was cast as Carrie Bradshaw in the HBO series Sex and the City. Her portrayal of the iconic character received widespread acclaim, earning her numerous awards, including Emmys, Golden Globes, and Screen Actors Guild Awards. Following the conclusion of Sex and the City, Parker continued to pursue film roles. She reunited with Diane Keaton for The Family Stone, 2005, and starred opposite Matthew McConaughey in Failure to Launch, 2006. Parker also ventured into producing with films like Spinning into Butter, 2007, and Smart People, 2008. Additionally, she reprised her role as Carrie Bradshaw in the Sex and the City films, released in 2008 and 2010. In 2016, Parker returned to television with the HBO series Divorce, which she also executive produced. The show received critical acclaim, and Parker earned a Golden Globe nomination for her performance. She has since continued to work in both television and film, including appearing in the Sex and the City reboot, and Just Like That, which premiered in 2021. In 2000, Parker hosted the MTV Movie Awards and showcased 14 different outfits throughout the event. She has also become synonymous with numerous major fashion brands, featuring in various advertising campaigns. In August 2003, Parker inked a lucrative deal with Garnier to endorse their Nutris hair products through TV and print advertisements. Shortly after the conclusion of Sex and the City, in early 2004, Parker secured a $38 million contract with The Gap. This multi-season deal marked a significant milestone for the clothing company, with Parker set to appear in their upcoming fall ads and continue until the spring of 2005. Despite initial skepticism from the public due to the perceived disparity between Parker's glamorous image and The Gap's more casual brand identity, the ad campaigns proved successful, revitalizing The Gap's image. Following the end of her contract with The Gap in March 2005, Parker's place was taken by the then 17-year-old British soul singer Joss Stone. Despite confusion among the public over this decision, The Gap clarified that while they would continue to collaborate with celebrities and rising stars, they had no plans for another multi-season deal like the one they had with Parker. Parker ventured into the fragrance industry in 2005 with her perfume Lovely and expanded her brand with the launch of her fashion line, Bitten, in partnership with Steve and Barry's in March 2007. She released her second fragrance, Covet, in July 2007, and expanded her fragrance collection with Covet Pure Bloom in 2008. Additionally, she introduced a series of 3 new fragrances, Dawn, Endless, and Twilight, as part of the Lovely collection in February 2009. In 2014, Parker introduced the SJP collection, a footwear line available at Nordstrom. She was named the new spokesmodel for Jordache Jeans in June 2015 and partnered with Gilt in April 2018 to launch her ready-to-wear bridal collection for modern non-traditional brides. Parker also manages her production company, Pretty Matches, established in 2005 with Allison Benson. Through Pretty Matches, Parker has produced projects for HBO and other channels, including the series Divorce, 2016 to 2019, and the film Here and Now, 2018. The company prioritizes increasing female representation in media and production work. In October 2016, Parker announced her imprint with Crown Publishing Group SJP for Hogarth, and in 2017, she collaborated with the American Library Association, ALA, to create Book Club Central, an online platform offering reading resources for book clubs and readers. Additionally, in 2019, Parker partnered with New Zealand winery Envivo & Co. to produce a range of wines, including the Envivo X Sarah Jessica Parker Sauvignon Blanc and the Envivo X Sarah Jessica Parker Rosé. Parker's romantic history includes a relationship with actor Robert Downey Jr. from 1984 to 1991, which began when they met on the set of Firstborn. Downey's struggles with drug addiction took a toll on their relationship, with Parker stating, "I believed I was the person holding him together." Following this, she briefly dated John F. Kennedy Jr. Parker married actor Matthew Broderick on May 19, 1997, in Manhattan's Lower East Side. The ceremony, officiated by Broderick's sister, Reverend Janet Broderick Kraft, took place in an Episcopal setting. The couple was introduced by one of Parker's brothers at the Naked Angels Theater Company, where they were both involved in performances. Their union began with a civil ceremony in a historic synagogue in Manhattan. They welcomed their son James on October 28, 2002. Subsequently, Parker and Broderick's twin daughters, Marion and Tabitha, were born on June 22, 2009, through surrogacy. The middle names of Marion and Tabitha, Elwell and Hodge respectively, were derived from Parker's maternal family lineage, discovered during her research for an episode of Who Do You Think You Are? In addition to these revelations, Parker also uncovered ancestral ties to the California Gold Rush of 1849 to 1850 and the Salem witch trials of 1692 during the same episode. Since 2009, Parker and Broderick have resided in Greenwich Village with their children. In 2017, reports emerged that the couple was merging two townhouses they acquired for $35 million on West 11th Street in 2016, with renovations ongoing until 2019. Additionally, they enjoy spending time at their second home near Kilcar, a village in County Donegal, Ireland, where Broderick has familial ties. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.